Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are at war. We are, of course, fighting the Veldari peacekeepers and taking as much territory as we can. I do want to move through our colonies here real quick. We do have a job available on this refinery station, and we don't actually really... Is it just me, or is that an insane amount of volatile motes and rare crystals? That feels nutty. Why are we getting so much? There wasn't a patch or anything. Okay, I don't think I changed anything to make that happen. I'm going to tick forward until the month tick, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, so for the time being, we need to give some orders to our military fleets. The Bloodstone Saphit is still working on being reinforced. In fact, that is back up to full strength. We're still waiting on a few additional units there. And the Topaz Saphit has finished up over here. So I want to send that over to the Scott system as well, and we're going to work on reinforcing that. I didn't make any additional saves and load the wrong save, so that can't be a thing. This feels very strange. Was there a patch? Hang on, I'm checking. There was a new dev diary this morning, but no, there wasn't a patch. Okay, well, I don't really have a way to explain that. So, we'll see what happens on the month tick, which will be right about now. Okay. This is our life now. Worlds that we captured. Hang on. Worlds that we captured over here. Are they producing huge amounts? There's some civilian fabricators here. There's an affluence center. Not really here as well. Well, it would have been recent, so it would have been like over here. Keladine, Akamar, somewhere over in this direction. So we've got Sailor here. That is producing... Class 4 Singularities, producing ridiculous amounts of energy credits. I like that. Autoforges as well. Dimensional Fabricators. That's going to be what causes this. But there's only 3 of them here. Regardless, that is a pretty decent chunk. Hunro. Ah, look at all those Dimensional Fabricators. Okay. So that's it. Got it. We're going to go land on Lamont next, and this has got more Class 4 Singularities. That will help our energy credit situation. So that's good. And we are going to need to head up into the Vazi Maelstrom. The Bloodstone Saphit is waiting on its reinforcements to arrive. And we're also waiting on the Topaz to show up over here, which the Topaz we are reinforcing. Excellent. So our fleets are in combat, and the fact that we have all of these volatile motes and rare crystals coming in is amazing. Our exotic gases are still a little on the low side. No doubt about that. I'm going to send our Juggernaut up over this direction. Okay. So the Ruby Saphit is pretty much done over here. It's going to need to come this direction next. Porabim is 61k. That's not too strong. Sounds good to me. So we're definitely making some solid expansion here. There's no doubt about it. We do need to come and land over here. And let's see here. That's Space Elf over there. We'll need to land over in this region, I believe. The Kelazon hold this currently. Okay, so we're not too concerned about that. We'll need to come land over here. Our armies are going to be busy for a little bit yet, but I feel like this war is won at this point. Yeah, we're behind in the war exhaustion, but that's okay. So we have taken over this world now, and we're going to head over to Chalks, and we're going to land on Albury. They have a mega shipyard construction site there too, so that's interesting for sure. Solar panel networks, huh? I mean, it's okay. I would not mind getting rid of a couple more star bases. Do we have any convenient ones to get rid of? Just checking around here. I don't instantly see any to downgrade. I mean, there is this one. This is mostly an anchorage. We're going to downgrade this one. And Keladine is a shipyard. We don't need that either. We're going to downgrade those two. There's also Mac over here, which is mostly an anchorage as well. We'll downgrade that too. Okay, so we're heading in over this way. And let's see, are we being attacked over here? No, we are not. Sounds good. Now, how strong is the terminal egress station? 165k. I feel like the Nephrite Sophite at this point can come down over here and start attacking this direction. So we're going to do that. And the Bloodstone Sophite is now fully good to go. The Topaz is not fully reinforced, but we're going to send these 2 fleets in against this one station. Now, it's going to take them a pretty decent chunk of their strength. Take it out. But we do expect that 2 fleets will be capable of doing that. Where did we allegedly lose a starbase? Over here. Gotcha. Yeah, that would be a thing. Now, we could jump drive over there and deal with it. And that's what we're going to do. We do need to sell off these minerals, and so we shall. Our food and consumer goods do need to be dealt with. So let's take a look at what we've got going on up here. This refinery station, I think that at this point, we absolutely do need to put in a civilian industry here. So we'll do that. That'll be fine. Nothing else going on over here. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going to continue to push in this direction, take as much territory from the Valdari as we can, which is quite a bit, in all honesty. We're a little upset at the Zikmok over here, but we'll deal with that later. No big deal right now. Okay, so this is now under our control. Albury here. Next, we're going to head up to Istora, and it looks like the best way to do that would be to jump drive here, and then just go land on Tuscany. Beautiful. So off we go. We've expanded quite a lot already. I'm very happy about this. And our Juggernaut actually struggled pretty mightily in taking out that station. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that. Its armor needs to repair. Will its armor repair automatically here? Yes. Its armor and shields are regenerating. So we'll allow that to happen for the moment. Cool. So, the Bloodstone and Topaz did manage to take this location fairly easily. The Bloodstone is going to continue to reinforce, and then it's going to go repair. And the Topaz is also going to go repair. Cool. I guess they're just chilling where they're at. They don't need to go anywhere. They can just repair right here. That's fine. So next up, we're going to need to land here, of course. And we don't really have any Valdari locations up to the north over here to attack anymore. So we're going to need to send a fleet down over this way. To that end, the Bloodstone Sophite is going to head down over here. Now that'll take it 450 days, or we can jump drive to the Protima's Black Hole. Is that technically not within? It's technically not within. We can jump drive here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab these locations over here. The Topaz Sophite is going to need to move back to Scott for the moment. We are going to need to do some reinforcement. There's no doubt about it. We're still repairing our Juggernaut. That's okay. This fleet is definitely weakened at this point. But that Perdition Beam, oh, that's spicy. That does so much damage. Beautiful. Here's the question. Do we take on this station? I think the answer is a decided not yet. We will go ahead and enter orbit of this starbase and reinforce this fleet. We'll get some repairs underway. We may want to actually bring in a new fleet and swap, say, the Topaz. Yeah, we're gonna swap the Topaz and have them come up over here. The Ruby, they're just going to jump drive over to here and work on reinforcement. That'll be the overall concept at this moment. The Bronzite requires orders, and they are going to move up over this way. Cool. There we go. The Nephrite does need to move in over here. For now, that's what we'll do. So the Ruby is going to chill up here and continue to reinforce. The Ruby is currently our most damaged fleet, so that's fine. The Bloodstone is making its way down over this way. All looks good. The Ruby is chilling over here now. They have finished their repairs. For now, I'm actually going to send the Ruby to come grab these relatively undefended areas. That'll do. Excellent. How's our army doing? They are currently on Tuscany. Okay. So they're going to continue their attack there. But we are definitely getting a lot of territory here. And it's valuable territory too. So that is excellent. The Topaz is going to hit over here. There is a 15k fleet. But we should, in theory, be able to just massacre this station without the shields. Our matter disintegrators should be doing some serious work right now. And that does indeed appear to be the case. Perfect. And I don't know where those other guys went, but this is okay for now. We're just going to go ahead and chill here. We'll go reinforce. Excellent. The Bronzite requires orders, and its orders are to move in to Zasti. There we go. The Valdari are not going to really be very wanting to continue this war. They're taking a lot of damage here. We do want to downgrade this station as well as this station. And the Juggernaut is now ready to head up to Inessa. And so it shall. Our invaders on Tuscany are doing well. That's a disengagement. That was a questionable disengage, but okay. I like it. I like it a lot. They have no morale left. It's over. So there we go. Our invasion here has succeeded. Istora is under our control. Ishtram is our next place to go, specifically Salam. Now, that's a much stronger garrison. That's okay. We can handle it. But we're probably going to want to build some reinforcement armies. So let's go to our capital for right now. There's not really a reason to build it out of our capital. I just tend to do that. And if I recall correctly, it was the Bilnox that we want. So we're just going to queue up a bunch of new clone armies. How many? We're going to queue up around 50. That is 47, technically 48, 49, and 50. Okay, there we go. So we'll get those underway. And that is absolutely fine. This refinery station requires a job. I mean, we don't really need additional rare crystals right now. I'm actually going to replace a synthetic crystal camp, or plant rather, with a civilian industry. I feel like that is a bigger deal right now. Excellent. Anything else that we need to do jobs-wise? Yes, on Tuscany. So we have 2 specialist jobs here. For now, we can just upgrade our system capital complex. That'll do for the moment. Gas refiner job. Precinct houses a galactic stock exchange is a pretty big hodgepodge. There's no doubt about that. This could use a Ministry of Production, and we'll put one in. Okay, so checking in on our military fleets. The Diamond Safite requires orders. Its orders are to move into Banthery for right now. The Nephrite also requires orders. It will move into Jurup. How strong is Jurup? 108k. So this is a pretty powerful location. For the moment, we are going to go ahead and grab Well, we know we have big excesses on volatile motes and rare crystals. So we're absolutely going to take volatile ammunition. We are absolutely going to take volatile reactive armor. Now that's going to cost us 50 per month. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. We're also going to take focusing crystals. We've got enough for that. That'll all be fine. Now, I would like to do exotic gases for shield boost, but we don't have the exotic gases. We're going to be slightly negative with these edicts up on our volatile motes, but it should be acceptable for the time being.
Research complete.
Okay, so in Inessa, we can go ahead and downgrade this starport once that's done. Our Juggernaut can move back over to the wormhole. And this seems absolutely fine. So we're going to land on Istrum. We're going to take big damage on Istrum, attacking 1125. That's going to do a lot of damage, no doubt about it. We could definitely use some more armor hit points. We'll go ahead and take that. Excellent. And we need to downgrade a few additional stations. I mean, Inessa's a good option. We need to downgrade more than just Inessa. So Sethelbach will need to be downgraded, and Jugrod will as well. I wanted to avoid that because it may be able to fight this force, but in all honesty, I kind of doubt that it will. So we're attacking Jurup here with our boosted units. So that's absolutely fine, and we are just wrecking it, as expected.
Our landing party has reached enemy shores.
Beautiful. So that's out of here.
Enemy ships have been spotted.
So next up, we're going to go attack Orym, and that's also a strong one. So we're going to maintain... Actually, we're going to head up over here. We're going to maintain, for the moment, our edicts. That'll be fine. 2 Hydrobius. Perfect. And of course, we are landing on Salam here. They do still have 3 units in reserve. We have a lot more reserves. So that's fine. Authoritarian attraction. Yuck. Absolutely gross. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Now, we do have the Topaz Sophite, which is not doing anything right now. We're going to reinforce that, and we're going to send that up to Omagus for the time being. We're going to actually send it over to Hentaran, because we're going to want it in position to perhaps assist with attacking these stations down over here. So that'll be fine. We are well underway here. We're still attacking on Salam. We have gotten them to disengage 2 of their units. This one might be disengaged soon. We'd like them to disengage some of these, but I mean, we're going to take losses. That was always the way that was going to be. The Diamond Sophite requires orders. Its orders are actually to backtrack and chase down this fleet, which is just kind of chilling here. Okay. In the meantime, the Bloodstone Sophite is, of course, making its way through this outpost over here, or these outposts, plural. That's fine. The Bronzite isn't doing anything of note at this moment. I want it to chase this fleet. So that'll be fine. Our attack on this particular world is still going well. We have gotten them down below the combat width, so that is fantastic. The Ruby requires orders, and for now, it's just going to reinforce while it waits for the additional fleet to come on in. The Diamond Sophite requires orders, and its orders are to push down to Alpha Linsis. We're also going to downgrade in Banthery and Wooleus here, and Hydrobius. We're going to downgrade that one as well. So that'll be fine. We are capped on minerals right now, and we do need to keep in mind that we're going to be capped on energy credits fairly soon as well. We may want to buy in some food and some consumer goods. There we go. Excellent. So the Ruby is waiting for its reinforcements, and we can actually send the Juggernaut over as well. That'll be fine. Now, we do have another mega shipyard going over here. I'm not going to work on that just now because we need our alloys for ships. So that'll be just fine. On Salam, we are definitely continuing to take damage, but we will be taking this very shortly. So that's beautiful. I do also want to check through our new worlds like Tuscany here. We do need to actually wait for our energy credits to come back up. I want to terraform this into an ocean world. That's very important. All of these need to be ocean worlds. That's 3 of them there. So yeah, we have 3 worlds that we need to terraform into ocean worlds. Of course, we can't terraform Gaia worlds, but we do need to terraform the other 3. So that's mightily important right now. In fact, it is so important that I'm going to sell rare crystals to make it happen. We're going to need like 15k. There we go. So we're going to terraform that. That's already going. This one needs to terraform into an ocean world. And this one needs to terraform into an ocean world. So we'll get those underway. That's beautiful. These guys are moving on in over here, as expected. Cool. So all of these forces are going to move down this way. The diamond requires orders, and it will move on over here. And the bloodstone is going to move up over this way. Cool. That should be absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever here. We now have Ishtram, and we're going to move our transport fleet now over to here. Now, the best bet to do this would probably be to move into Shenik and then jump drive to Bartium. I think we'll be close enough. Certainly from Astora, we'd be close enough. So we'll check in on that in a moment. The Nephrite Surfeit actually retreated from something and took a lot of damage. That would have been probably this station. Yeah, that would have been this station. So the Nephrite needed a little bit more to get that done. The Bronzite is making its way through here, chasing this fleet. That's okay. Once we have this over here all cleaned up, these guys will be repositioned down this way. Baldari are attacking over here. Actually, they're not. They're not at war with the Mictor Colonel. That's something we need to remember. The Mictor Colonel are actually independent. The Diamond needs orders, and it will head down over here. Actually, it will go to Nodax for now. The Ruby is ready to go, as is, in theory, the others here. That's a lot. Okay. We're just going to chill for the moment. The Nephrite will, of course, require rebuilding. That's okay. We're at 60% war exhaustion right now. We're going to jump drive over to Bartium. I deselected it. We're going to jump drive over to Bartium, and then from there, we're going to head into Porabim and land on Grin. Beautiful. So this is basically annexing the Dastikan Unity without fighting the Dastikan Unity. I like it. It's pretty great. So we're going to attack Trapper over here. These guys are moving as a unit because these are powerful starbases. Okay, and we are going to move our way up over here. Actually, we're probably just going to chase down this fleet. There we go. The Diamond requires additional orders, and it will head down over here. There we go. So our army here will arrive in a while. We don't actually want it to go to the star first. We want it to go directly to the planet. So we'll have it do that. Perfect. The Nephrite will show back up eventually. And let's just scroll through here, see if we've got any jobs needed. We do not. We've got some unrest. This is not surprising. This is not surprising at all. Yeah, the social order is breaking down on Tuscany. That's completely expected, in fact. We just recently took over Tuscany, so yeah. Not shocking. Pop approval rating is super low. Who would have seen that coming? Not me. I definitely couldn't have possibly seen that coming. So this Starhold over here, I'd love to downgrade. We can't do that, but we can downgrade this one. There we go. Okay, we no longer need these to all be moving together, so we're going to have some of them come out over here. The topaz is going to go here, and the ruby is going to go here. They're kind of going to be taking the same path, but that's okay. The bloodstone requires orders, and its orders are to move up over this direction. The bronzite also requires orders. It will clean this all back up, and then head back to Jugrad. Perfect. So we do see a 60k fleet over here. Okay, when is the Nephrite going to be back? 25-25-05. Okay, so in just a couple of months here. No problem there. The diamond is going to push down to like Dradim. That'll be just fine.
Our landing party has reached enemy shores.
So we have taken over Grid. That is perfect. That's a lot more exotic goods. We should be in the positive on exotic goods basically forever now. 89 days on our jump drive to Traber. Okay. We'll just wait on that. The Topaz is going to want orders to go to Medkarash from here. Cool. We are, of course, building ourselves a second army. And they have taken back Jurup at this point. Very rude. But it's to be expected, in all honesty, with the Nephrite getting kind of crushed. Kind of crushed. But it's fine. The Ruby is going to head to Medkarash as well. And we're just going to take all of this territory over here. How long on our jump drives now? Our jump drives are 42 days away. Sounds good.
A system has been
It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue pushing into the Valdari Peacekeepers. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. Oh, okay. Ours will never be ruined. And I will see you all next time.